It has just been Doran's day.
Yep.
He has had a phenomenal performance.
It is reigning LCK champion Doran. Let's not, like, it's easy to forget.
Okay. Twisted Fate going to get locked in just like that. That would be a blind pick for Faker. God. This would mean that KT just cannot play for side lane at all. We've seen, like, this is the Dom 1 special.
Doran has earned your fate, right? Or your faith, rather. Like, it just doesn't really inspire confidence. I do.
Okay, that's a Ziggs. So
okay, so nameplate's off. Love this. But even with my optimism, I'm not feeling too honest. Oh my god, we get the combo!
There we go! The hook shot comes on through and Perfect says, haha!
He is I don't want to make any grand statements about mental state until we see some of the fights and decision making, as we do have the fake out here. They don't know.
Yep, they dive on top of Keria here, who does just crash his way down.
As Faker obviously can join a lot earlier. There it is.
Yeah, there's the Destiny to come on through as Peter does flash for the stand beside me, but there's a Hextech ultimatum there from Doran. He wants to lock them all in place, and now Doctom is trying to get this damage down. Faker is very low as they do kill the Braum, but it's Doctom. Do the feathers work? The answer is no. It's a double kill for Doran, continuing his onslaught here of the road to MSI. Player cam as well. Let's have a look at this fight one more time, KT fans. Maybe avert your eyes.
Peter goes in too early. But that is not the end of the world. I think they could have had an angle here if the responses were a little quicker, but they are a member down. Right? While all of this is happening, still a member down. And they're missing some crucial ultimates. BDD uses his ult basically only to get into position and then end up dying. Cuz has already abandoned ship, so maybe we should have just let that go. And then that's an insult to injury. One of the things that we hadn't really time to discuss because last game was so high-paced is, a flank.
Hang on a second. Yeah, there is KT going for the engage. Skirmishes does just satchel his way out. They're not going to be able to use that to cheat tempo. As Peter will find Keria moving towards these grubs. He stacks up the passive. Crashdown comes in. As if Doctom can get this kill, that'd be a big one. And there it is, the Blade Call to lock that one up.
Faker might be looking for it into Perfect here. This has been a successful strategy. No.
Hextech ultimatum comes down. Nowhere the Perfect can go. As the teleport does come in and Perfect looks for the ulti. Doran dashes away and now T1 realizing that they just have to get out of there as BDD goes into the winning. He finds the combo. Faker now in a bit of trouble and BDD on the board. Going to be used here on this top side. KT gonna overload, and that's already happened. Exactly right. Featherstorm goes down. The answer is there as Doran flashes away. The ulti from Peter is so good though as Doctom flashes out, and Doran is gonna be taken down. Public execution does nothing though, so that should be the end of this fight unless Perfect has found the angle.
And you're not winning that race.
Yeah, that race ain't gonna happen.
They do have 4 people. Maybe
plates are still up.
Plates are still up for. No, I think they
just need to get it into satchel range.
Yeah, but no. There's too many people. Reinforcements right there. There's the TP coming in, but they will get the turret.
Yeah, turret gonna go down, so that's gonna go over to KT. As now Doran gonna look to try for it once again. The Keria goes down first. It is a kill onto the Trundle at the same time as BDD wants to single out Doran. BDD still at full health, does so much damage as Keria going forward. He has nothing that he can do about this. And KT, they launch themselves into a gold advantage. And Perfect, his ults might not be hitting, but his teamfights sure are. Damn. Okay.
That's the mental of KT, not quite broken just yet.
Perhaps not. Well,
this might do it.
Maybe curses are real, Chronicle. And maybe it's time to start admitting things that are correct. Is now Perfect in a little bit of trouble. The crashdown coming on through there. As Perfect is just going to head towards the death chamber.
Can he heal? Peter's almost there. Not quite in time.
Engage Braum. 100%. That's what we're looking for here. Let's see what Peter can get done. As he's going to need to do something. He puts down the door, but he's just thrown back into the team. He's burning as Doran looking for that flank angle, and it looks like KT.
Great. Yeah, the disengage of KT is really good.
It is. The Ambessa looking for a bit of an angle here as well as Keria taking a fair bit of damage from BDD.
Perfect.
Yeah, the pullback is working. Perfect has a really good angle as Skirmishes has to flash immediately. And down goes the Trundle with no answer. He was looking to try and go for a sneaky little smite.
Sorry, T1. I love your draft.
Well, that's a ghost moving forward here from Faker. He finds the gold card, and they press a lot of buttons. Mega Inferno Bomb goes down, but Peter's here to the rescue. They get the flash out of BDD. Peter still moving forward as Doran takes a lot of damage from the turret. Flash out of fear.
Well, this one hits.
Yeah, this one's a dangerous one. It's okay, Faker looking for that gold card. He might be able to find it, but it's not going to save his life. It's because he even wants to get the kill, but Perfect's going to take that one away. And 2, 1, and 3 here for the Ambassador is a big deal. Doran is still strong, but he's actually looking to prove that as Hextech Ultimatum goes down once again. He gets a big old magic shield, but oh my god, BDD making the sickest outplay! Doran is gonna survive, but so is BDD!
Oh, Guma. 1 second!
Yep, the Mega Inferno Bomb. Where is it gonna land? And it doesn't kill BDD. Oh my god! Almost! They all make you feel bad. It's all about which one's faster.
This play is insane. So obviously delays it the ultimate by a good amount, so he gets close to the turret, then gets the redirect twice.
As the Hextech Ultimatum wears off as well.
Perfect timing. And then, what's this? I want to see his response.
Yeah, as he sees that, he's like, he knows. Yeah, I agree. And so I think he was. God, that's crazy. As all right, oh god, okay, Gumayushi's in so much trouble as the feathers go on through.
Like Faker can come in, Doran can hook shot in from 3 screens away.
Oh dear.
Keria, is this another bait?
Let's just see as he flashes out of the way. Gumayushi now gonna get ulted here by BDD, and that is so much damage. There it is, and Doctom just throws out a Q and locks up the Ziggs in a turret, immediately taken in response.
Actually, get rid of the vision from the TF ult, if that so happens, but BDD finding Gumayushi here. Gumayushi, even with defensive satchel, there's just too much damage being done, and then Doctom just barely gets him with the feathers. Oh, Doran? I guess he's fine. Yeah, so Camille's kind of a... Oh my god, Cuz.
Oh dear. Yeah, Cuz is in a lot of trouble. There's the Magnet Storm. The crash down there is fantastic. He's mitigated a fair bit, but there's a Mega Inferno Bomb. And that is actually... Oh, Faker in a bit of trouble as Doctom. He's just taking every fight that's there for him.
That's... Okay, let's see. That is a lot of subs being used as Peter.
Peter?
It's just gone.
It is.
Wait, Guma doesn't even have ult. No, I think this is definitely gone, but can they get out? That's the question, Atlas.
Well, there's a teleport in here from Doran. As... Oh my god, he could steal it! Okay, Doran. All right, buddy. And that was pretty cool. Let's have a look at this one more time.
Doran. I want to see, does he... Because you can... If he primes his Q on this... oh, that's so good. And that's why he has the... Oh my... So, just perfect. TP's in, primes his Q so that he has the true damage, which is better than any smite as Koma's like,
yeah, Koma's just like, oh yeah, sure, buddy.
You do have to turn though, because you're not going to get this in time. But this is what KT wants, right? You want them to play into you, and oh my god, maybe they can actually just get it. Owner does a flash.
Mega Inferno Bomb comes in, that's a flash out from Peter, is okay. They look for the angle and they find it. BDD is down already. They're going to try and burn the Baron. Oh god, this is such a disaster, and it's Keria with a smite from his unsealed spellbook to cut down KT where they stand, and not like this, KT.
And it doesn't end with a bang, but with a whimper. Guma gets a big ult. Everyone's so low, and BDD just gets hunted to 0. And BDD, for all the credit that we give you, you have flash, you cannot get caught by Rel. Your damage is needed, ends up going down. Even if they get mashed, this play is a bust. We already know.
Yeah.
But because...
Yep. Just find Aurora and kill her.
2500 하나, 둘, 셋, 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 셋. 야!
And they called it. Timed everything here as well.
You're mid-teamfight! Why are you taking your hands off the keyboard?
And this is exactly what this composition is really good at, by the way. It is utilizing Baron to destroy everything. Doctom takes 50% of his health bar.
He really gets to play the game, by the way.
Not anymore. As the blade caller going to be used, KT realizing that defending this bottom inhibitor just not going to happen. As there's the engage from Doran. They lock him down as BDD this time not able to get out of the Hextech Ultimatum, but Doran is still going to fall. Keria goes in a little late this time, as maybe it's a mullet because the public execution goes in, but still, KT feeling that little bit too far behind.
TP!
Still, it's going to be a 2-for-1. The flash out there is BDD finding the angle.
They can slow play this.
Yep, he's on a control ward, but still he's biding his time. He can get over that wall as now Faker with a gold card in hand, but he should be taken out. Still the stun going to come through.
Perfect!
So incredibly low. Oh, BDD flashes forward, but Faker goes golden in the nick of time. It's a missed timing for BDD, and the gold card is going to connect.
No!
There's the triple kill. And we saw it. It was almost there as Doctor matters into his own hands, but he's still going to die. And it's a baseball bat of destiny here from Ona that locks down the ace, and the teleport comes in. T1. It is now a date with Humble Life Esports tomorrow night to see whether that ticket is for them to go to Canada for MSI.
Peter's almost up.
Over his last week in the LCK, it's just best of fives. It's just these grand stages and Faker just comes alive. It doesn't matter what his form is.
No!
Doctom gonna get caught. The Featherstorm does get used, and in goes Perfect. He finds it, but still, Cuz is fighting Doran, and that is not one that he can win. He's down to the GA as Faker able to sit here, wait for the gold card, finishes him off. Magnus Storm under 3. Keria, he just wants to finish KT, get his mind set on Hanwha Life, as KT will lose Perfect and lose their run. It was almost a miracle, and T1 says no. We're the ones that make those happen. You can wait for the next round of the LCK. We're gonna have our shot at MSI.
And T1! The momentum from KT swept aside. This game, number 4, it was close. But the games that T1 won, I think, were so much more dominant. Even game number 1, which we saw KT take, it was a back and forth. It was a crazy game, and for KT, as a snapshot, the fact that they got to this place is still massive credit to the coaching staff and the redemption arc of so many of their players. But T1 in best of 5s, you got to bring more than that. Just momentum isn't enough.
Yep, I think KT still deserving of a huge cheer here from the crowds. Again, a rematch between Humble Life Esports and T1. Hanwha, one of the last 2 teams against Humble Life Esports, and this guy on your screen right here, if you're a T1 fan, I think this is where all of your hopes are going to be lying. Is look at Ona. He's like
what?
Really,
the
Doran?
Hell?
You just died at Krugs and you just brushing it off like that? My goodness. Still, I'd give him POM.
Oh, you know I had to do it to him, Atlas.
Although Keria really locked in. The last 3 games.
Yeah, Keria's start I think was rough. Azguma, the Ziggs.
It worked.
It worked well. Actually, played towards it. Mostly defensive satchels. As doesn't it feel fitting? Because that Doran, because Doran, Camille, yeah.
No. Well, that's 4 then, because there was an unsealed spellbook on Faker this game as well.
Yeah, but he didn't steal anything.
But he could have.
So it's fine. As at this point we kind of knew.
Yeah.
Despite the attempt from KT to hold on.
Oh, God.
Ona just go, whoa.
Yeah, I was like, that's a Magnet Storm angle. Woo! And it absolutely was.
That was a big one.
Oh, man. T1, some sighs of relief here in this moment.